Slideshow presentation that they provide to each of the schools that has children coming to visit them at some point during the year. So the first slide here, it's just a photo of the Lookout Mountain, which is the first mountain on the left as you're driving on out the Trans-Canada Highway West. The site is located below the mountain in the Bow Valley. Has anybody been to YMCA before? Any of the parents? Excellent. They want you to know that the outdoor school program runs from September through till June. Camp Chief Hector is our residential summer camp program that also runs through July or August if you're interested in sending your children at any time there. Slide 2. Canmore is our closest town and it is about a 20-minute drive from our site. It takes approximately 1 hour for us to get there from Calgary. Slides 3 and 4 and 5. They want you to know that they're an active branch of the Calgary YMCA and they have a full-time general manager named Jill Jameson, and along with her and an outdoor school manager, they are responsible for all of the planning and activities of the outdoor school program. The Sonship Earth Coordinator works on a day-to-day basis with students, teachers, and counselors and is supervised by the outdoor school manager. The General Manager, Outdoor School Manager, and Sonship Earth Coordinator work together to train and supervise all of the staff and counselors that will be with your children. Counselors work directly with a group of students. Counselors eat, sleep, and facilitate activities for their students with the support of program staff. The counselors at camp have what we call nature names and use these names for the duration of the outdoor school time. And some names you might hear are Pine, Wigwam, Moonbeam, or Kiwi. Your children will come home with the nature name themselves. Counselors participate in a week of mandatory training before beginning to work with students, and they are all trained in first aid and CPR. Counselors must also provide a current criminal background check in order to be employed by the YMCA of Calgary. Slide 6. Safety procedures. At camp, teachers act in the place of a parent and are responsible for contacting you if needed. Injuries at camp are similar to those that they might experience here at a school gym class, such as sprained ankles, bumps, or scrapes. There are no extreme adventure activities at Sonship Earth. Counselors carry first aid kits at all times and have radios if they are away from the main areas. And if a student does become ill or injured, it is the responsibility of teachers to contact you and to transport the student to the clinic in the Canmore area if necessary. Camp works closely with the local conservation officers to monitor animal activity on the site. Camp is a very loud place and very active, and animals tend to stay clear of that area, so you'll be happy to know that. Students travel in groups of 10 with their counselor. If a student needs to use the washroom or forget something in their sleeping quarters during an activity, they would go with a buddy or two so they are never alone. And we ask you too, due to the animals there, that you do not send any extra food with your children. They are well fed, and if we have these sorts of things in the cabins where they're sleeping, we could be inviting them into their rooms, so we don't want to do that.
Especially those little tiny creatures that come home with their bags.
Yes. Next slide, please. Medications. There are no medications provided by the camp, including over-the-counter medications such as Tylenol or Benadryl. Teachers are responsible for dispensing medications that you have sent with your child to outdoor school. You will be asked to provide your child's medication in a Ziploc bag, clearly labeled with their name. And of course, we ask that you please put all medication in the original bottle that they came, so that we are able to administer the exact dosage that your child needs. This, of course, is over-the-counter medication as well as prescription medication.
One of the things I've noticed with outdoor school, if your child occasionally gets headaches, and you know that a Tylenol will help, but it happens once in a blue moon, still send your little bottle of Tylenol with your child's name on it, because that might be the blue moon, and it'll be really miserable for them. And if they don't need it, we won't give it to them. But it's just kind of better to err on the side of, yeah, my kid sometimes uses a Tylenol, or yeah, my kid sometimes needs Benadryl. Please do send it, okay?
Aside from Ms. Ingram, Mrs. Ursenbach, myself, and Ms. Anderson, one of our educational assistants, Sue Cooper, will be attending with us, and she's our drug lady. We will be giving everything to Mrs. Cooper. She's right here doing the videoing. We don't let the children take the medication on their own. She administers all of it and checks off what time, what child, and that they've had it. Especially with prescription medication, we're ensuring all the time that your children are receiving their medication at the proper time. Next slide. Oh, you already did it, okay. At Camp Chief Hector, student accommodation for Son of Earth is in cozy dorm rooms that are made out of logs. They have heat, flushable toilets, and very nice. They're protected from the elements of the outdoors. Many parents ask, do they get to sleep in the teepees that are out there? And we have opted out of that option for many reasons.
Would your child believe the teepee bag?
I'm going to bring that up. Let's see, here we go. Yes, dorms have heat, electricity, washrooms, and showers, and have rooms varying from 4 to 14 beds. Students are in groups with one counselor. For overnight supervision, female counselors will always be with the female students, but there may be times when female counselors will be with male students. That's it for that one. Okay, for food. At Camp Chief Hector, they employ a full-time food services director. Her name is Mariah Fajardo, and we will provide her email address inside the manual that you're going to get this evening in case you'd like to ask any particular questions with any dietary concerns you have for your child. Students eat there are 3 meals in activity groups in the Beaufort Lodge. We are able to accommodate a wide range of food restrictions such as lactose intolerance, vegetarianism, gluten-free, and pork-free. You're to contact Rhonda at YMCA if you have any questions about your child's dietary options while at camp. We do not use any nut products on site, and please do not have your child bring any extra food unless your child has a restriction or severe allergy and it is arranged beforehand with a teacher and camp staff. This food will be stored in the camp kitchen so it's not attracting animals, and it is easily accessible for your child and the kitchen staff. Students eat 3 square meals a day, as well as snacks, so they should be getting plenty to eat. They eat at 8:30 in the morning, 12:30 for lunch, and 5:30 is supper. An example of meals are cereal, fruit, eggs, toast, and sausage for breakfast, grilled cheese, tomato soup, veggies and dip for lunch, and maybe spaghetti, garlic bread, and salad for dinner. Students help to set and clear tables, which is much appreciated. You will be very surprised how eager your children are to set and clear off tables once they get home from outdoor school. This is a big deal at outdoor school. All right, here we go. The Sonship Earth program is a program written by the Institute for Earth Education. It is designed to provide students the chance to become comfortable in the natural world. Students will learn about ecological problems. The term sonship refers to planet Earth as it rotates around the sun, and all life on Earth all of our life on Earth are considered passengers on Sonship Earth. They follow the story life of ECDCICA. E stands for energy flow, C, the cycles on the Earth, D for diversity, C for change, I, interrelationships, C, community, and A, adaptations. Students also participate in team-building activities such as the low ropes course and initiative games. Next slide. Predator Prey is the highlight of outdoor school. It's a wide-scale game of tag that is based on the food chains of the Bow Valley. Students are assigned as an animal, like a herbivore, carnivore, and human impact, which is often teachers, where this is a nice opportunity for teachers to get involved as students enjoy getting chased by them. A lengthy introduction and debrief ties the game together with learning objectives. Nature notes. Camp is a very busy place and it can be overwhelming. Students get some time to themselves each day to write in their journals, relax, and enjoy the world around them. Students are provided with a Sonship Earth journal, but are encouraged to bring their own personal journal with them to camp as well. Class meetings. After dinner, students reconnect with their classroom teachers to talk about their day. It's also a nice time to give our camp counselors some time away from the students as well. Teachers run activities such as hockey, capture the flag, crafts, board games, drama games, or soccer for some of the students, and sometimes the kids just like to get their pillow from their bed and lay down. During this time, counselors have a staff meeting and then they get a quick break. Following classroom meetings and activities, students meet back up with their counselors and we head down to the campfire pit. Campfires give students, counselors, and teachers a chance to perform songs, stories, and skits. Campfire is a great way to finish off each day together before heading off to bed about 9 o'clock. Be prepared. In the parent manual that you'll receive this evening, there is a packing list for your students' visit to camp. Some important things to remember are warm clothes, mittens, and a toque, a flashlight for evening in the dorms, if it's allowed by the counselor. We'll find out about that soon. A bathing suit to shower in, if you would like to have that, and a towel, of course. Feet are very important at outdoor school. Good shoes and a few extra pairs of socks are necessary. The students will need a backpack to use to transport items around the site and a pencil case for drawing and journaling. A water bottle is also very important for your child to stay hydrated. Students will be allowed to fill up their water bottles as necessary throughout the day. A camera is also a great idea. If sending a disposable, please write your child's name on it. If you would like to send a digital camera, please make sure that your child is ready to take care of it and that it is labeled in a good case. Teachers often take a personal or school camera with them and take great pictures as well, and they're always willing to share. It is best to pack gear in a large duffel bag, hockey bag, or a backpack that your child is able to carry themselves with some support from friends and counselors and teachers. Please label everything. You would not believe the amount of clothing we have after 3 days, and we usually have a fashion show, and they still don't collect it. So please make sure that you label your child's things. This is the teacher's most favorite, what to leave at home. Camp is a pretty casual, rough and tumble sort of place, so it's not necessary to bring any nice clothes, jewelry, makeup, hair dryers, or straighteners. Girls, please do not bring any electronics to camp. Yes, this includes your cell phones, musical devices, and all video games. Please do not send a cell phone with your child. If you would like to see how they are doing, please call the Sonship Earth Coordinator or the Outdoor Schools Manager. And oftentimes the teachers in the evening, once the kids have gone to bed, might send a parent email out that just to let you know how the day is going if there's anything, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. At camp, YMCA has a no calling home policy. However, we do try and limit the number of calls made by students. We are happy to have a student call home from our camp phone if they are not feeling well or are severely homesick. Some schools do not like giving their students the option to phone home, so this decision is up to our school and each individual school. Teachers will often have a school cell phone with them out at the camp, and parents can call if they would like to check in to see how their child is doing. If a student is planning on staying home from outdoor school because they are nervous about being away from home, it is fine to arrange for that student to call home in the evening before bed. There is nothing to buy at camp, so it's not necessary to bring money. And another reminder to please not send extra food. In terms of camping equipment, students do not need to bring much of anything except a sleeping bag and a pillow, perhaps a warm blanket as well if they like to stay extra warm. But really everything is heated, and what they sleep in and the blankets that they use at home will be sufficient. Again, please make sure all of those things are labeled as well. Sorry, there's a little spot that says, please no Crocs. counselors will be asking that your child remove those and turn to sneakers or hiking shoes, boots, or rubber boots instead. Please do not drop by outdoor school unexpectedly, unless you're Dr. Robertson or Ms. Faulkner. If you need to drop your child off late or pick them up early, this needs to be arranged beforehand so that they are prepared for their arrival or departure. If you need to pick up your student for a game, lesson, or event, please arrange this in advance with your child's teacher. And finally, financial worries. As the cost of food, program supplies, staff, and transportation increases, unfortunately, so does the cost of outdoor school. As we value the opportunity for each and every child to attend camp, the YMCA offers a subsidy program for students in need of some extra help. Please do not let financial worries get in the way of sending your child to camp. If you wish to access the subsidy fund, please see your child's classroom teacher. This form should be returned to their teacher to be brought to outdoor school. The information will remain confidential. Gear for camp can also be expensive, so please rent, borrow from friends, or get in contact with Sonship Earth Coordinator or Outdoor School Manager, and they will see what they can arrange. Please contact the Outdoor School Manager if you have specific concerns about your child's camp visit. If there are any questions that apply to the entire group, you'll just ask.
Yes.
The last question, are the beds hard? Is it wood? Do you bring a thermarest, or is it like a mattress, or is it?
They are a thin foam mattress
Okay.
with a plastic coating so that they can be cleaned each time a school visit meets.
Kind of like a mat, gymnastics mat.
So no thermarest required?
You don't-
It isn't super soft, but it's not super hard either. The teachers sleep on them as well, and it's great.
So we just have 2 more minutes of your time to take up. We'd just like to share with you a few pictures from outdoor school, and all of the rest of the information is inside the parent manuals, which you'll pick up on the table over at by the gym doors. And before you go, we'll give a chance to all of you to ask a question if you have one. Oh, that's really important. I'm sorry. This one's not on the sheet. Drop off and pick up, very important. Regular school buses can't be used to bring baggage. On the Tuesday, May 6th, most of us teachers will be here at that time so that you can, on your way to work, drop any of these items off. So if your child is coming on the regular school bus and they have a suitcase, please bring it to the school between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, because we do plan to leave by 9:15. If you really need to, you're welcome to drop it off the night before too. You could arrange to carpool if necessary if you know another parent that is driving their child to school that morning. Parents are needed to load luggage that morning as well, so if you have some free time that morning and you can stay to put the luggage on the bus, that would be fabulous. Buses will leave immediately after morning attendance, which is about 9:15. Pickup, very important, on Friday, May 9th at 2 p.m. Please don't make your child wait for you. They've been away from you for a long time and they actually do miss you a lot, and they're very tired and they're ready to get home into clean clothes and have a nice bath or shower in their own home, and they're just ready to see you and let you know how the whole week went. And of course, us teachers like to get home too. So please be on time on that Friday. At 2 o'clock, the buses should be arriving in front of the school. Each class requires a parent volunteer to attend during the day from 9 a.m. until 5 in order to meet our supervision requirements with the CBE. Lunch will be provided for you each day. So if you are able to do that, at least one of the days, that would be great. If you become more than that, that's fabulous. There are orange volunteer sheets that are above the parent manuals as well if you're wishing to do that. Or just email each of us as needed. Sorry, it was a little longer than I expected.